This is the story that Jesus told about the rich farmer. Here is a farmer who is very rich. He is rich because his soil is rich, and his corn grows faster than anybody else's. It also grows higher than anybody else's too. And so when the harvest comes, he has more food than anybody else. What a lucky man! This year, he has grown so much corn that his old barn simply cannot hold it all. It is bursting at the seams. Well, says the farmer, that's not a problem. I'll simply pull it down and build a bigger one. Then next year, I'll be rich enough to take life easy. And so he builds a bigger barn. But the greedy farmer plants more corn than he needs, and more carrots too. And when harvest comes around, the new barn simply isn't big enough. Well, says the farmer, that's not a problem. I'll just build an even bigger and better barn. Then next year I'll be richer still, and then I can really enjoy myself. So he builds himself a bigger and better barn. But once again he plants far too much corn and too many carrots, and this time cabbages as well. And so, when the harvest time comes along, even that bigger and that better barn simply is not big enough. Okay, says the farmer, this time I'm going to build for myself the biggest, grandest barn the world has ever seen. And then I'll be so rich I need never ever work again. The barn that he builds reaches up and up to the sky. When it is finished, the farmer sighs a great big sigh and says to himself, tomorrow I'll gather in the harvest, and then at last I'll begin to enjoy myself. But that very night, the farmer dies in his sleep, just like that. And the big barn stands empty, and he never does get to enjoy his money. The birds come along and eat his corn. His cabbages go to seed, and the rabbits dig up his carrots. Jesus says, how silly it is for someone to spend their whole life storing up riches for themselves. In God's eyes, they are very poor indeed.